Well, good morning, everybody. I'm just out here taking a little walk, and I was just sitting here thinking, hey, a lot of these people that start out traveling, they want to see all the country, and that's great. They want to see this place and that place and whatever place they want to see. And that's fantastic, but you gotta slow down. Don't go out there and try to set a fast pace at it. You just don't do that. You should just take, and we leave somewhere around 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll take and drive along. If we see something, we pull in and stop and see it, and stretch your legs. Try to stretch your legs every hour and a half. Yeah, why sit there and try to do a marathon? It don't make any sense. You're out here, you have time. We're off the road usually by 3 o'clock. We try to set a rule to be off the road 3 o'clock. But we don't set destination. We just kind of poke at the direction we want to go and enjoy life. We just try to enjoy it. And it just doesn't make any sense to drive 6 hours straight a day, and then stop at a place and then take off again the next morning. You shouldn't have to be in that kind of a hurry. When we stop, we generally try to stop at a place where we can go out and enjoy or do some scouting, find out what's going on in the area. Get on your internets and say, punch into Google what activities or what scenery or what's going on in this area, what attractions, like in let's go Salina, Kansas. It'll be the festival, that we went to, and go check that stuff out. There's always, if you go on there and check, there's always some sort of thing going on in the area. They have some kind of attractions, and just check them out. You'll be surprised. But try to spend a couple days there and then go on to your next little stop that you find. So many people just, say, oh, we hit this state, we hit that state, we did this, but did you actually see it? Did you actually go out and see it? I can't stress it enough to just see the states that you're going through, because there's always something there, some history thing that happened there, or some kind of attractions. It's just, people just have a tendency to do that, and I understand it. I really do. Our first year, we kind of did the same thing. We didn't go crazy at it, We tried to keep ourselves reins on us, and but yeah, it's just, there's so much beauty out here in God's country. We'll go 2 hours away, or an hour away, I should say. I won't exaggerate, to get around this big city. you know. And we don't do the freeways and that kind of stuff unless we absolutely have to. You know, we just try to pick a route that's got a nice road on it. And we have our GPS, the 77, that gives us our heights and lengths and all that to keep us from going at an area where there's a low bridge, low high line, whatever, you know. You do get some detours, yes you do, but you know, it beats banging down the freeway, if you ask me, at 70 miles an hour or whatever. I mean, when you're pulling one of these fifth wheels, we don't go over 63 miles an hour, 64, you know, whatever, in that area, because it's easier on the tires. The tires don't get as hot. And what's your hurry? Good Lord, if you're out here doing it and you're retired, why push yourself? It just don't make any sense. If you take anything from this, is enjoy your retirement. You know, it costs you more money to run around the country and try to get to as many places as you can. You know, if you figure it out, it costs you more money. I mean, you're burning more fuel. And pit stops, you know, check out, just try it. Check out, if you're during the week, church parking lots are a very good one. Church parking lots are a very good one to check out. Yeah, you do at the Walmarts, but to me, they get crazy and noisy, you know, and we've tried getting into a Cracker Barrel, but you know, that's an awful tight area to get into, and we just don't do it. We find the city parks are generally Harvest Host, you know, if you got a membership for that. But city parks is another good one. We found many city parks that are donation, and just pull into a city park. Deb gets on her phone, looks for a city park when we're about ready to pull over, and she looks up city parks, and lo and behold, you pull in there, and it's just a, you know, it says you can stay, you know, overnight, up to 3-4 nights, whatever it is, donation. And we pulled that when we were in Texas, this time coming down that little clip of Texas. We had a city park that we pulled into. And yeah, just slow down. But anyhow, I'm up here in front of the fairgrounds. I'll turn you around. I got my GoPro today because my battery's dead on my other one. And the main part of the front, here's the hall for Romp It Up. I mean, it's not the hall for Romp It Up. This is the fairgrounds office, I should say. And then here's where everybody's kind of staging to get into the back area. Everybody's kind of staging right in here to get into the back area. They're gonna, I guess they're gonna let them come back in there today about between 9 and 10, I believe. I'm not sure on the time. I think it's 9 or 10. And they're just kind of staging them there. So there's a few people here at Romp It Up, and we're gonna try to have a good time, and I believe we will. I believe we will. So a lot of faces I've recognized. I'm really bad at names, so if any of you guys are at Romp It Up and I can't remember your name, forgive me. You guys might recognize that trailer right in front. That Solitude, that gray, white, and black. I'm not gonna say who had it, but it's a pretty popular YouTube channel. That one right there. So she bought that, or they bought that from them people, and now the people have a big, or not big, but a Class C. Not quite a super, but a Class C. And some of these folks in here that have electric are going to be coming out, such as that motor coach there, out into the area we're at. And then you got Nathan, Jacqueline, Tim, Robert sitting there. So yeah, things are starting to gear up. Romp It Up starts today. I just thought I'd give you a little overview, and so we're going to come through the one entrance here on the side. I don't want to wake nobody up. Robert's there. And these two Quonset huts is where they're going to be having the romp. That's what happens at these events, right? People will think I'm free. So, have a good morning. So, no, we'll take you up through the center of the back side of the bleachers out here at the fairgrounds. As you can hear, I've got goat heads on my feet. They even put down these little puck lights down here, so the people come out there where we are on the back side of the race track and the arena. That's where everybody's going to be parking. Have their walkway set up. So yeah, they're gonna have they got it laid out pretty nice for everybody. Laid out really nice. And I get out here a little ways, I'll turn around and show you where we come out of, so you all have an idea. There is the grandstands, and we come out of the center right in there, and we walk across. And we are here. And we're going to walk around the other side of this piece instead of cutting through, because they go out there every day, because horses come in and people bring the horses in and train and do this, that, and then in the center corral. And they go through there every day with a kind of like a poop scooper, and then they come through and they till it and level it and grade it off. So they don't want you to go in there until after that's done, I guess. But yeah, beautiful. I mean, they take care of this place. It's really, really nice. And you can stop here in Sonoyta, and it's $10 a night to camp. And you can get, there's water here. There's no dump station, but there's water and garbage cans. And so feel free to stop in here. They do have electric sites. I think they're 20. Don't quote me exactly, but I think they are 20. And you can stay here. So if this is on your route, pull in here, say hi to these folks. They're very, very nice people that run this place. And you can spend some time around here They have a brewery. They have a brewery here that all kinds of different beers. A winery. And then they got one of the largest cattle ranches that in the area. 220,000 acres, folks. And they got their own store uptown that sells beef. And it is grade A beef. They even have that 21-day age stuff, and pretty neat. I'm waiting for a phone call. I'm gonna see if I can get out on the ranch itself and get you guys a video. So, and one more place you guys might want to stop and check out is your Corps of Engineer spots. I'll tell you what, them places are nice, and if you have the senior pass, you can get in there for half price. Now that's a big savings. So get your senior pass if you don't have it. And there is also Corps of Engineer parks that are closed due to the seasons, but they do let you come in. Some of them do. I'm not going to say all, but some do come in and camp. And one of them is Vandango Corps of Engineer. It's out on Canopolis Lake in Salina, Kansas. And that place we stop every year on the way down and meet some friends that we've met there 4 years ago. That we just call them and they stop out and we tie up. And they got like 200 sites there. And I think I've done a video on it in the past. But it is gorgeous. Very, very nice. And it's free. Free. And they leave the sewer and water on as long as they possibly can. Not in the park, but up by the dump station. Have a great day and be safe and slow down. Thank you.